Hey everybody, this is HQ again. Yet again, we have an interesting character, an older woman, a woman called Kathy. Keep in mind, there's a break in this interview, but we're going to continue after the break, right? So we'll get the introduction of her right now, and we'll see how she is coming in the door, right? Just all kinds of red flags and all kinds of things going off here, right? Let's keep in mind, my picture that you see right now, I am the same age as this young lady. She's 57. This picture you see of me right now is 57. Let's listen to her story.
What you doing right now? Wait, hold on, y'all. I got to figure out what's going on. What's going on over here? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You gotta turn your volume on, love. You gotta turn on the volume, baby.
Good, there you go. Can you hear me now, girl?
What you got going on?
Let me throw on my shades so I can see the shade coming. I'm chilling, waiting on my turn.
Is your name Catherine?
Yes.
Where you calling me from, baby?
I'm calling you from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 57.
Oh, you do not look 57 at all.
Girl, I'm 57 years old. You see me. Kendra, I love you. I just want to say I love you, girl. I'm going to take my glasses off because I don't feel like you're going to be throwing no shade. Well, I love you, girl. I've been on here before. It wasn't on YouTube, but it was on Facebook.
You got it? You have an update?
No, I ain't got no update, girl. That man. Whew.
You met a man?
Yeah, I met a man, girl. I met an African. I met an African man, girl. And it's just kids. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, so you back here for the second time, 57. What's your zodiac sign, Catherine?
Taurus.
When's your birthday?
April 29th.
Oh, you an April Taurus. Okay. I'm a
Yeah,
May Taurus.
you a May Taurus. I know.
Right. Catherine, you have any kids, girl?
Girl, I got a 15-year-old, but I got 6 children. They all grown. I got 30 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren, baby. Yes.
You have 30 grandchildren?
Yes.
Okay, give me all of your 6 kids' ages.
OMG, Kendra.
So we got to keep in mind that she's 57, right? Now just keep in mind the ages of all these kids, right?
My first son's 184, so we got to be about what? 44. My second son, he'll be 40, October 24th. My third son, rest in peace, go Dolo. He passed away in 2020, gunfight in Chicago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. However, I got a daughter that's 33, a daughter that's 32, and a son that's 30. And I have a 15-year-old that I take care of. He's my grandson. But I've been had him since birth, girl. And, oh, Lord, he's a handful, but I love him. Yeah.
Okay. Again, sorry about your child that passed away.
Thank you.
How many men do you have kids by?
4.
4. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. Do you work, Catherine? What do you do for a living, love?
Girl, I'm on disability. I just got my hips fixed, 2 hips in the last year, girl. and I'm on disability right now. I plan on going back to work in December.
Disability. Okay. All right. And so we got Catherine in Wisconsin, 57. She's a tourist.
Y'all keep in mind, she has 6 kids, right? 5 kids. Or was it 6? But she started having them at a very, very, very young age. Now, my whole thing is this. How do you end up with that many kids, and on top of that, your grandchildren or your children have had children at younger ages as well, which meant the family has all been going through not taking any kind of birth control, not doing anything to prevent pregnancy. This is the type of family where it's generation after generation after generation that get on public aid, that get into housing, that does all of that, right? So here she comes back.
Catherine's back. Hey, Catherine. What happened, girl?
Girl, I don't know. This phone, I don't know how to use this phone, girl.
Okay, what was the last question I asked you? Do you remember?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
All right, let me see if I can find you now.
And on top of the fact that she was dealing with an African. She met an African on here. Now, you all know when you meet an African or you meet somebody on here like that, foreigner, 9 times out of 10, a lot of them foreigners, the men, are looking for wives that they can get married to. I just want to know, when they be on here trying to find wives, American wives, specifically American wives, do they come over here and be your husband over here? Or do they just scam you into marrying them and then they take off on you? Is that how that happens? Because you would need to know the process of marrying somebody that's foreign, and then you could find out whether it might be real or not by the way, how many hoops they'd have to jump through in order to stay here with you. But just to get involved with somebody from a foreign country, like she did,
Catherine, child. I'll be writing all over this book. So I know, okay, Catherine. Oh, wait, I think I just found.
Oh, I think you asked me about my kids.
I got you right here.
Yeah.
Catherine, Wisconsin, 57 years old. She's currently on disability. She's a tourist, mom to 6, by 4 men. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. Her kids are older.
Keep in mind, we the same age, all right?
32, and 30. And she has 30 grandchildren. One which she raises is a 15-year-old. So what kind of man you looking for again?
Girl, just an honest man, a God-fearing, a man that can take care of himself and understand that I'm just the backbone.
She want a God-fearing man and ain't never did nothing God-fearing in her whole life. Ain't did nothing ever God-fearing in her whole life. She probably drank all her life. She got a smoker's voice. She done had 5, 6 kids. Maybe she might be in shape because, see, you have to think, when they drink, they don't eat. When they do drugs, they don't eat. So therefore, most of them people who are drinkers and druggers are thin or skinny. So you ain't going to find too many blowed out crackheads.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
You know what? Liars. I understand a man is going to cheat. I don't believe in a man ain't going to cheat. So I ain't even going to say cheating, but.
Hell no. She ain't worried about a man cheating because it's already cooked into the cake. If you look at it like that, if you look at it as though it don't matter whether he cheat or not, you know he gonna cheat, but I'm gonna keep him anyway. This is how these old marriages used to be. This is how they kept these marriages going for so long. The man did what he wanted to do out in the street, and the woman just stayed at home and pretended like she didn't know. Or She confronted him about it, but she didn't do anything else because he said, "Oh, don't worry about it, or don't bother me with that, or this, that, and the third." Or she kicked him out for one day, but he still came back. That's how these old marriages used to be, right? She's the same age as me, so I was built with that same thought process, except I learned to express myself pretty early, and that was one of the deal breakers for me in my marriage, right? But she's saying cheating ain't no big deal. She gonna put up with it. That's how they put up with it long time ago. Cause me and her are conditioned the same way.
I would love for a man to be loyal to me. So just not being independent and able to carry your own as a man.
Okay, a couple of things. Are those people in the background, or is that the television?
Oh, girl, that's my daughter. Let me go close my room door because she's doing too much. Hold on. Anytime I'm doing a live video or anything,
anytime she doing live video, which means she shows up on the internet a lot. Doing live video. She doing live videos and ain't got no teeth. She doing live videos and ain't got no teeth, y'all. Really? That's what they do. She on here asking for a man. There's some men out there that got the same disease that she got, who used to be drinkers or ex-drinkers. So they don't look at them for looks no more. I ain't never been no drinker. I ain't never been no person that did no drug. So I look at things like teeth and that kind of hygiene issue. She ain't looking at that. And the kind of man that she would attract wouldn't be worried about no teeth neither.
Can you still hear, Kendra?
Okay, I think that's better. So, okay, a couple things. So you believe all men cheat?
I do.
Okay. So are you saying that because all men cheat, that's not your deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker for me.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
See, only that kind of thing means anything to a person that's not a Pookie. That caveat is something that relates to men that are not Pookies. Because Pookie already know cheating don't matter, right? Because that's all she's dealt with is Pookies.
Of course, I want my man to be fine. I would prefer a tall, dark, handsome man. But it really don't matter.
After life done dragged her ass on the end of the bumper, hit her face, kicked the face, knocked her teeth out, did all of that to her. Gave her 5 babies with 4 baby daddies. After life done dragged her through the mud, she's still asking for the same thing every other woman is asking for. Tall, dark, and handsome. Make it make sense. She asking for tall, dark, and handsome just like any other female. It's a standard package for most women. They're gonna say tall, dark, and handsome. Even if they deserve it, even if they don't deserve it, they still gonna ask for the tall, dark, and handsome, right? And she just did. You saw it.
Looks is not my thing because looks can be deceiving. I believe in inner self. So if you show me who you are from the inside, then I can go with that.
What question do Kendra got? She rolling her neck like she got a question. What question?
Okay, but so he doesn't have to be tall, dark, and handsome.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Preferably, just make your own money, and be able to help out every now and then. I'm not a gold digger. I don't depend on nobody else. The only person I depend on is God, my higher power. However, if you can help out, just help out.
See, she and us, as I said, similar ages, right? My picture is 57. She's 57. You would think somebody our age would have their shit together, but that's not reality, is it? That's really not the reality. Because sometimes you make a wrong turn and you can't come back to the right road, right? She made a wrong turn. I guarantee you it was into drugs and alcohol. I'm just making a guess because I ain't really seen the whole video. I'm just making a guess, right? Now she wants a man to come in and help her pay bills and do all of this stuff. On top of the fact that she's raising her children's children, at least one as far as we know. And she got a daughter that's in the house with her talking loud in the background. But she wants a man to come over there and deal with her and all of that.
Okay. Now you have 6 kids. I'm assuming you don't care if he has kids.
Of course not, girl. I got 30 grandkids, 6 great kids. I love children.
How do you have 30 grandkids? Like how many? So your kids all got like how many? How's that? Your kids all got like 5 grandkids.
Started early. I started early. My first son was born when I was 14 years old.
No, but how do you have 30 grandkids? So your kids all have like 5 kids each?
Well, my oldest son.
That shit funny to her. Listen.
I got the most.
So, how many kids does your oldest son have?
My oldest son, girl. See, there you go with these numbers, girl. I'm 57 years old, girl. I can't keep up like that, but my oldest son got the most. He got 15 kids.
Your oldest son has 15 kids?
Hey, we fertile, girl.
And y'all don't believe in no fucking birth control. This right here is why we got so many damn kids in the black community. This right here, because her son is a Pookie and he got 15 kids, and I bet you they ain't all by the same woman. He's just doing what he do naturally because mama did the same thing. She got 6 kids, 4 baby daddies. Now he got 15 kids, probably got 15 baby mamas. Really?
We fertile.
Yeah. But how many women?
Kendra, don't do that to me, girl.
You don't want to tell me your business. First of all, hold on real quick. I don't even ask about grandchildren. You offered that information. I would have never asked you about grandchildren.
About my son, Kendra, it's about me.
You brought your son into this when you told me you had 30 grandchildren. So now I'm nosy. Now I'm nosy because you made me nosy. So if he got 15 kids, by how many women?
I love you, girl. You are the best. I'm telling you. I can't deal with them numbers right now. For real. But yeah.
Is it more than 5 women?
He got how many baby mamas? I think it's more than 5.
Ooh, child, we'll leave it at that. Okay. You did a Kendra cam? Catherine, we did a Kendra cam?
She said they fertile, and yet they never figured out there was a simple solution to fertility. There's more to life than eating chicken and fucking. Let's be clear. You're supposed to learn that early. If you know mama having a whole bunch of babies and you don't want to have a whole bunch of babies, get some damn birth control. Wow.
Of course we can, girl. Hold on, let me show you me, girl. I done went from 220 pounds to 165, girl.
Okay, how'd you do that?
Eating right, exercising.
Okay. Well, proud of you.
Nope. Also, you're a drinker and a smoker. That helps to get the weight. That helps to keep the weight off your ass when you don't eat. It ain't no good living. Don't try to play crazy. You ain't missing them teeth in the front for no reason.
It's a big accomplishment to lose that much weight. Okay, we see your butt, girl.
Shut up, girl.
Y'all be love showing me your ass. You're 57. What's the age range you would date?
I would date anybody older than my son, which is I'll go from 47 to 67.
Ain't nobody going over there unless they in their 50s or 60s. And they might not even be going over there. See, her best ingredient or her best aspect she needs to lead with sex. Because that would be the only reason why somebody would go over there. It wouldn't be the looks. It wouldn't be the family. It wouldn't be the cooking. It wouldn't be the intellect. It wouldn't be any of those things. The only reason why you would be going over there, and it would be a Pookie, keep that in mind, an old Pookie, but a Pookie nonetheless, would be for the sex. Because that's the only thing she has to offer. She can't offer stability because she ain't got that kind of mind frame. She not the sharpest knife in the drawer. She live with a whole bunch of family. Somebody got to go over there and help her pay bills. It ain't no upside to it. That's why Pookie is her favorite. That's the best can be.
Okay, so just be older than your oldest son, who's 44. So 47 and 57.
67.
67, excuse me. 47, 67. When was your last relationship, Catherine?
Oh my God, Kendra, I've been in like internet relationships, but being physical with somebody, it's like been over almost 6 years.
What's the internet relationship?
Cause I like before I mentioned I was like in a relationship with an African.
She on that goofy shit. She one of them people that have relationships online. Oh Lord, tell me she didn't do what I think she did. Let's see.
And girl. Oh my God, it just didn't work out.
But now did you ever meet him in person?
No.
So, okay, I need to understand this because you're not the first person to consider being in a relationship with a person you never met. So I have a hard time understanding how can that be considered a relationship if you never even met each other in person?
It's like emotional, spiritual. I want a man to fuck me with my man, excuse me, before anything else.
So why didn't you guys meet in person?
Because it was a thing with the passports. I really didn't know how to go about getting my passport, and it was supposed to have been an invite that I was supposed to send him, and I don't know how to go about that. And you know what, Kendra, I ain't gonna lie to you, I really liked this guy.
See, what she ain't said to you is the lifestyle she led. She went to jail every once in a while, and therefore when people go to jail, they don't look to get no passport, because the first thing they say when you look at getting the passport is you can't be no felony and try to get a passport. So you can't tell me people don't know how to get a passport. You just go to the local post office and you can get a passport. Most people know that, right? But how do you get a passport if you have a felony or things like that? And she probably has felonies.
But it's just that I just don't know how to get him here. I don't think he knows how to get me here. And we still talk, but it's like I can't help you, you can't help me. So what are we doing here?
So when did y'all break up?
Like about maybe 3 months ago.
And when did y'all start going together?
Oh, like almost 2 years ago.
So
she been dealing with a man online for 2 years. Ain't had no physical relationship. They been doing sex tapes and the sex calls and the sexting and the texting and all that other stuff. They've been doing all of that, right? They just ain't never met in person. So she been scamming, he been scamming. They've been doing whatever they got to do to try to be together. But that ain't no real relationship, because you ain't touching another human being. Like she said, emotionally you can get attached, but you can be physically with somebody else over here, but emotionally over there with another person. Eventually you will be compelled to get yourself over there, or he gets over there. He ain't came over here because he don't have enough money. He was stringing her along so that she could give him money. She probably got felonies, so she can't get. They ain't know, but she knows somebody she could have asked about getting over there. She couldn't get over there because somebody immediately told her, if you got a felony, you can't go. And she just stopped right there.
2 years, you was in a relationship for 2 years with a man you never met in person.
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell. Now, some people was trying to tell me that it's easy, but no, that's crazy as hell to be in a relationship with somebody you ain't never meet.
Because it's not complicated. It's not a complicated relationship. It's the easiest relationship you can. That's all you got to do is say the right thing, show up at the right time, and they know you got a life outside of them. So they're not worried about who you seeing outside of the screen because they can't really do nothing about it. It's the least complicated and the most satisfying relationship that you can have if you don't want to have a physical relationship with someone, or you can't. And let's keep in mind, she's an old lady like me, right? We ain't trying to rush over there to get pounded on. We ain't trying to do pound town every day like y'all young folk. Y'all young folk got to get in each other's pants every other day or every day. We ain't trying to get in somebody's pants every other day or every day. All right?
For 2 years.
If I could get him here, if I knew how to get him here, we'd still be in a relationship.
I'm going to let it be alone. So that's the last.
If she knew how to get him here. What do you mean if you knew how to get him here? Ooh, Lord. No, what the hell happened to the teeth? If she knew how to get him, what do you mean get him here? He is supposed to get himself here. He knows the laws of his country. He knows how to get a passport. He ain't even a good foreign African dude. He ain't even no good foreign dude. He ain't even went and got his passport ready to go. He just some Pookie straggler that live in an African town, and he just caught a hold of her because she was goofy. You can't tell me she ain't sent no money over there. You can't tell me she ain't sent no money over there.
Last relationship. Now, I'm going to ask, you don't have to answer. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Almost 6 years ago.
So 6 years ago. Okay, are you waiting until you meet the next man in person?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean,
y'all know damn well she lying. You know she lying. Because as soon as somebody hit that, as soon as somebody say they want to hit it in person, she giving it up. Because she don't have no restraint like that.
you know.
Say again.
I got toys, but it's not like.
Okay, you can leave it right there. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Truthfully, being a procrastinator for one.
Okay.
2 is being too trusting of others.
Mm-hmm.
3 is being more observant of self-preservation. It's got to be more important to me.
More important to you. Okay.
Yeah, I think of a lot of people before I think of myself. And I have to realize today, if I don't think of myself first, I can't think of these other people. So, yeah, I need to work on that.
Okay. That's true. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Catherine?
A guy would be really lucky to be with me because
yeah, we want to know. Because we trying to figure out, why would he need to be lucky with you? You talking about you ain't giving up no sex. You got grandkids that live with you. 30 grandkids to be exact. You still got young kids in the house. No teeth. Educated very lightly. Very lightly. You trying to date an African. You gullible. You give up money. Why would a dude be lucky to go over there? And I told y'all why. For the promise of sex. And only Pookie, an old Pookie, an older Pookie is going to deal with this right here.
I'm independent. I don't depend on nobody or nothing but God, my higher power. And if we're in a relationship, if it does, if things go bad, I'm there to lift you up. I'm not there to kick you when you're down. I believe in lifting people up when they're down. I I just I want somebody to love me as well as I love them. That's all. I'm
Okay.
50 years old, Kendra. I don't got time for games, none of that. I just want to be comfortable. I want to enjoy
Okay.
the day. That's all.
Okay. We got a paid question. LII said, I'll say it for the hating folks in the chat. We black men are the best fathers, respectfully, and that's law. LII. Hey, I know my father's a great father, and he's a black man, so
Well, you
I'm
know
not gonna.
what I can say about that comment. I was raised without a father, and I don't know what it is to have a father by your side. I didn't have a stepfather, none of that. My mom was just mentally disturbed, and I didn't have the opportunity to see all that, so I can't relate to that.
That's wild. That's wild. She never had a mother. She really never had a mother. She had a mentally disturbed mother. And the dad was nowhere to be around, just abandoning her with the children. So the mentally disturbed mother was raising a daughter, didn't teach her about birth control, didn't protect her, didn't keep her out of the streets, didn't do any of these things. And this is the result. This is one of the results. Now, I have to say to the people who keep saying these women are raised in single families, they raised in single children by themselves. Her mother was mentally disturbed, and therefore there's issues coming out of that. Most women are not mentally disturbed, and they're able to raise children that come up and be productive citizens. Just because you're a single mother don't mean you can't raise a child productively. You just have to understand that you're slow, that you're behind, that you don't know everything, and then get the resources you need to your children. If you know you uneducated, I don't know shit, then make sure your child gets to know shit.
Can't relate to that. Okay.
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Lee Turner wants to know: did you send the king of Zamunda money? The guy in Africa, did you give him money?
No, I didn't give him money. What it was is we had been exchanging money through Bitcoin. He's he expressed to me, and I'm a kind-hearted person. He said that U.S. money was more than if I exchanged it for Bitcoin for him, that he could do more with it. So I did.
How much money you give him, girl?
I didn't give him anything, Kendra. He sent me money.
Okay.
To change it into Bitcoin, and
Okay.
You know she lying, right? Y'all know she lying, right? That was the scam. That was the scam that he pulled. And then he pulled her into giving him money, sending him money, I bet.
he would give me extra money to do that for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't just give him money. He gave you money and you exchanged it.
Listen, he gave me money, I exchanged it, and he gave me extra sometime, and I did. I ain't gonna lie, I sent him a couple of dollars too because he was nice to me.
She ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, and she's sending some raggedy Pookie, King of Zamunda Pookie, money to Africa. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It wasn't that I was just giving him money. No, we were exchanging money, and he would send me extra money to do the Bitcoin for him. And yes, yeah, I did. I sent him money once.
How much money you sent him that one time?
I think it was like $50.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Girl, I'm
Well,
on a big income. I can't be sending nobody no damn money, but he was looking out for me.
Yeah, but we know how you project chicks are. Y'all find a way to send money. You sell your food stamps. You sell a whole bunch of shit. My baby needs some money. Let me send as much money as I can. We know y'all send the money. We know that.
So we look out for each other, you know.
and why did y'all break up?
Because I felt like he wasn't doing enough. He talked, he said he loved me, all this and that, but hey, you're not doing enough to get here. Show me what I need to know for you to get here, and all I need to do is get a passport, and I can be there, Kendra. You know. However, make me believe that you want, you know, me like you say you do. So put for a little more effort.
She pulled out the standard bag on his ass. She said, "You want me? You need to bring your ass here." And he was like, "Nope, nope, nope. You need to send me more money. You need to send me more money. Send the king of Zamunda more money, baby. I ain't coming that way until you send me more money." See, that's the scam. Because most of them mugs got passports if they really, really, really doing the things they need to do. He wasn't doing the things he needed to do. He wanted her to foot the bill, her to have all the expenses. And she finally did. She finally figured it out. She ain't gonna tell us that she figured it out. But she finally figured out that he was just trying to use her for money.
If I
Well,
say
what could he have done? Did he need? Did he have the paperwork to come to America?
yeah,
He did.
help me. No, he didn't. He did not ever submit it. Help me. Inbox me something what I need to do to get you here. Cause I was willing. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because he was already on bullshit. And he really had no intention of coming. He had no intention of coming.
I was willing, but you know, it's like he's not putting forth enough effort. So I mean, I asked him, what do I need to do? He said, get a passport, come over here. He want me to come over there. You know, but however, I just don't have the funds. It's expensive to travel overseas. I don't have the funds to go over there. I'm on a fixed income. Just moved in my apartment. You know, I've traveled a long road. That's another story. I ain't gonna, hold you with that. But yeah, Kendra, I've been through some things. The last time I was on your show, I was in Arizona, living with my sister. Today, I'm so grateful to God that I'm in my own apartment with my baby and things is looking up for me. And I ain't gonna lie to you, when I first got with the African guy, he was like inspiring to me because I was going through what I was going through. He would talk to me every day, whatever. And it just, I don't know. I'm sorry. But a lot, and I'm claiming it. September 1st, I have 2 years clean off of heroin and crack cocaine.
Woo! Heroin and crack cocaine. She was out there selling that ass. Cause you can't tell me she wasn't. I ain't going for that. I already know. I used to be a case manager. And in just these type individuals I would meet every day. And So, not looking down on that, I'm glad that you are clean and sober for 2 years, but you still have issues that you need to resolve. Financially, you're probably ruined, and you need to get on your feet before you're looking for a man. And I get it. You get lonely, you got to do what you got to do. And I understand that. But you got somebody else's kid. You just moved into a place. Ugh.
And I have to pat myself on the back for what I've been through today. And a lot of people don't talk about it, but this shit, it's going on today. It's happening. It's a reality. People using drugs, and I'm just grateful because I do spend a lot of time watching your show because I love you. You inspire me. You came from WGCI 107, girl. Girl, please. I just can't tell you how grateful I am for you. And it's not brown nosing. It's just because you gave me an opportunity to do something different. And that's on a date now. You know, um,
I mean, it's inspiring because it's hard to get off heroin and it's hard to get off crack. It's very hard. And you do things that you never think you would do. Never think you would do when you on crack and heroin. And she done got off of it. She done got clean and sober. And I thank the Lord for that. But she got a whole hell of a long road to go. And the last thing she needed some scamming African taking money away from her. And she end up relapse or something.
girl, you probably think I'm mental or something.
First of all, congratulations for being sober for
Thank
2 years.
Thank
You
you.
know, and this is that's no small feat. So be proud of yourself. Life
Thank,
happens to all of us.
thank,
You know, I've been through all stages of life. Okay, life
you.
looks great now, but I've been on unemployment checks. I've been working before, sleeping on air mattresses when I was on my career hustle. So I know
Hey,
all levels of life. So nothing was given. I had to work for it all. So I'm very empathetic to people that have gone through things, but always come out on the other side. And you came out on the other side. So be proud of yourself.
thank you. I can't take none of the credit. It's my higher power.
That's right.
And when
I
I taking the credit, I think it's okay for me to pick up again. So I can't take none of the credit no more, girl. I've learned that it's him and not me. You understand what I'm saying?
that's right.
And
That's right.
I just
I
want to say to Kendra, let me just say to anybody struggling with this, you can do it. One day at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, however you have to do it, you can do it. Believe in yourself because ain't nobody gonna believe in you like you believe in yourself.
now that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. Catherine, you have a cash app?
Girl, stop playing with me, Kendra.
Mm. Kendra knows she got a generous heart. She do. And I hate to see when they cry because I understand the pain that they going through. I do. But it's a long road. It's a long road because they can easily slip back into that bad habit because of conflicting emotions. Has she had counseling to deal with the disappointments or the everyday up and downs in her life that led her down the path of addiction? Okay. Was it she just a product of being a daughter of a mentally unstable mother? Or were there other factors that led her to where she was? She got pregnant at 13, had a baby at 14. She ain't never had an opportunity to really be a young adult without a child. Now she raising her child's child. Now she want to bring a man into the situation, right? And let's be serious, let's be honest, right? Her 57 is a little different from my 57, right? So I ain't never did any of that kind of stuff. But once you hit that lifestyle, it's difficult to meet Denzel Washington. Let's put it that way. It's difficult to get him to come over there. You might get a Pookie over there who will wallow in the lifestyle that you are used to having, but he ain't gonna be all that in a bag of chips. She might be a decent woman, and she probably is a decent woman, but she's only 2 years sober, and she can fall back into that program quick as shit if she meets the wrong man at the wrong time. And the worst thing a person can do, or worst thing a woman can do with us being as emotional as we are, is meet a Pookie who will drag us back into that lifestyle. And she seems vulnerable enough where she can be pulled back into it Because she fell for an African scammer, didn't she?